Hi everybody, I'm back. I'm really sorry for not being on and not making a video. It's so long, but I just wasn't even, all I was thinking about was the pain I was in hospital, trying to get things sorted out. I'm on 20 days steroids this time and Packardil, all new tablets. Oh, got little Autumn here. Say hi Autumn. I've tidied myself up a wee bit just tonight because it's my brother's 50th and I just didn't want to miss it. So I'm going to show my face for an hour. And then back home again. So I don't know, that's not very well situated. I am sorry for everybody that was worried when Alexa got in contact with my daughter. It's just the way it all happened. I was just had to wait days to see my own consultant, Mr. Gardner. They weren't giving me any extra pain medication. Nobody in the whole hospital knew what it was, what Sjogren's disease was or anything. And they were giving me my tramadol and everything that I'm allowed at home, but that just wasn't even touching it, the pain. They had to cut my meat. My husband had to brush my hair, tie it up. I couldn't even scratch my own head. So yeah, it was a bit of a shock because that's the first flare-up I've had like that, because I was only diagnosed last August and we were just trying to get different painkillers organised. I thought I was having flare-ups, but I wasn't really having bad flare-ups. And I was just cried out, and the minute Mr. Gardner, the consultant rheumatologist, arrived, I was just in a state, and I was saying, please tell them, just tell somebody. Nobody will listen to me, nobody understands. There was no nurses, there was doctors. I insisted on one in the middle of the night when I was on the floor. And she came, and she still said, just hold out, I can't give you anything stronger. And it was that few hours later then that he arrived. And they were giving me stronger stuff in Casualty. I had to go twice out of hours, a letter from my own doctor, and then a letter from one of the other doctors over there, and out of hours that I saw, who was my husband's doctor. That's how I got into Casualty. And they did give me morphine there, and I was on a drip and everything. But it was like, I don't even remember now how long. The depression was really, really bad, and they want me to see a counsellor. Mr. Gardner said that there's a big percentage of his patients that are being counselled because of this disease. It's just known as the invisible disease, because mostly if anybody sees you, they see you like this. Now we've been tidied up, but they don't see you in the morning time and you can't move. They don't see you all night. You know what I mean? They only sort of seem to see you if it's a planned visit, when you've maybe been up from 6 o'clock taking lots of medications, and then, as I said before about the desertion and things was just getting worse, and then my husband was just in a state, he just can't take it, to be honest with you. I don't really know what's going to happen. And Mr. Gardner wants to talk to my daughters or that at the next appointment, but I can't see them coming. And but I didn't want to let my brother down tonight, so I'm going out. I've lots of packages here. I sent for some things myself, and there might be Happy Mail from somebody, but my husband was just bringing them in and putting them up the stairs. I didn't even use my phone or even think of my phone the whole time in there. And then my daughter was saying, you should have got in contact with somebody, you should have done this, you should have done that. But I mean, it just wasn't even, I just wanted somebody to listen to me, to know what I was talking about, to give me lots of morphine, something at the time. But the minute he arrived, he actually got down to the floor and held my hand, Mr. Gardner, and he said, I'm here now and I will sort everything out. He said I had to go on the steroids again. It's impossible not to use them. It's as simple as that with this disease. And I said, well, I couldn't have been any more depressed the past 3 or 4 days anyway, so I don't really think it makes a difference. And it does bring you down, but at least this time I'm acknowledging that it is the steroids, and because this morning I woke up feeling so much better, which I was really glad about. I could use my fingers again and all that. So the steroids are definitely working, and the other one, which is actually for the autoimmune system, I don't know if I'll have to stay on that now or not, but and I was sent a couple of wee pictures, which I only looked at today, believe it or not, of little D, because everything else was just at the back of my mind. I think the main thing that I need, and then I could suffer the pain and the flare-ups and everything else, would be if one of my daughters would say that they would take me in. I mean, that's basically it. And that's what I told the doctor. But they're saying no, and I have this, it's like OCD. There's different types of it, and I have this compulsive thoughts all the time. Because I really believe he's going to go before me, and then I'm going to have absolutely nobody. And he's really, really bad as it is. He's exhausted. He has brittle bones himself. He has bad arthritis. It's okay when I'm back to myself. Like now I'm coming back and we share everything and it's different. But if I'm going to be having flare-ups like that, I mean, as I say, I literally couldn't even put my hair up. If I was warm, I couldn't get up from a chair. I couldn't do anything. In the hospital, they had to cut up my meat. At the start, I was just starving because I'm just not really that type of person. So I didn't want to just tell anybody, you have to cut my meat. And my husband was over twice a day. He could do no more than that. So, I don't know. I'm back anyway, and hopefully, maybe with this counsellor now coming up, and I have 8 weeks or something to see Mr. Gardner again, and if he does speak to my family and get it through to them how serious it is, if I could have that assurance of somebody's going to be there for me. It sounds so selfish. You say it like that, as if I'm not even thinking of my husband's death. But it's really terrifying to me. It's something I always worried about from I was weighed. And of course, what I mean is, without him, that would be the only chance I would have of staying here, basically. Is if I was brought in by somebody else, or somebody was living with me, had children about me, and things like that. But to be just left on my own in such a dangerous environment and everything like that, there's no way. You know, it will happen, and I'm sure the adults out there know what I'm talking about. That's just the way it is. But I just want to thank everybody before I go. All the lovely messages and people that worried about me out there. It means so much to me, and I don't think you'll ever know. And that's what brought me back. When I did open my phone, and my daughter told me that Alexa was so worried about me and other people. And yeah, it's just a pity that everybody's so far away. But it still does help. You can have real friends online. You really, really can, and I don't think people believe that. There was a little bit of effort made by my two sisters this time. But the sad thing is, it's almost when you're not having the flare-ups that you need people. And I just need real solutions found. You know, it's as simple as that. If my daughters are still insisting that I'm going into a home or whatever, then I won't be going into that home. It's as simple as that, people. No, it's not for me. You know? So anyway, I'm sorry if this sounded really bad. I was supposed to be coming out here to thank everybody. And, can get this any closer, can you see? Oh, I wanted to show you my dress. Can you go down there? I'm still very breathless and stuff. I wanted to show up for him. He means so much to me, you know. And he was always there before in any other crisis in my life, but he has such a life himself at the minute that my brother, you know, do you like my nails? He can't get to see me at the minute either, so this gives me just, it's still a bit hard to get around, but okay, let's see. Oh God. Oh. Yeah, I couldn't even walk before, I couldn't. It was just like this, and like that. It's pretty. No? Oh God, I'll just sit here. Okay, everybody, I really do apologise, and I have something set up now for the next time if something happens to me. And my daughter will be in touch, and yeah, well, sorry, my brain is still not working right. We'll talk about that later, and I still have some packages to send, and I'm just hoping I can make it a while tonight for my brother. I really am sorry, and I really do appreciate, I'd love all of you, and I appreciate the messages so much. So, let's see. Let's get down here. Thank you so much.